Yes people, good afternoon. This is the second episode in the kitchen and today we're going to be making sweet almond milk. And before we start, I just wanted to talk about some of these other milks that a lot of people are switching over to now. With the growth of the vegan movement and the plant-based movement, a lot of people are transitioning to these plant-based milks basically. But what I'd like to say is look on the ingredients to see what's in these milks, because you're going to see the ingredients today, what I'm putting in this milk. And like the likes of Oatly and these other milks, they've got rapeseed oil, salt, stabilizers. So to me, this is more of a milkshake than a healthy milk drink. Now, you know, is it better in comparison to cow's milk, this, that and the other? That's for you to decide, but I just want to showcase real fresh almond milk. So today we're using raw almonds, and these are not roasted, no salt, just plain almond nuts. But what I've had to do with these nuts is I've had to soak them overnight. And many people might not know, but pretty much all nuts and seeds need to be soaked overnight. Different nuts and seeds have different times, but they all contain enzyme inhibitors. Now, enzyme inhibitors stop the actual nut digesting properly within the body. So when you soak these overnight, it neutralizes them and makes them more digestible, because we know if you've ever had a lot of nuts, they can be quite heavy on the digestion. And if you do eat too many nuts that aren't soaked, it can lead to mineral deficiencies. So I always soak my nuts overnight. I put them in before I go to sleep and then they're ready for the next day. So this is just 2 ingredients within this milk, almonds, and we're going to use 2 dates to sweeten. Now I know a lot of people don't like dates. Sometimes the look of them puts them off, or it's the texture, but I can promise you, if you use the dates in this recipe, you won't taste it. It's just to add a bit of sweetness. So I've got fresh dates here. You have to take the seed out. Some dates you can buy, they're already de-seeded. So, yeah. These are some really good dates from Iran. So, I've got my almonds, I've got my dates, and I've got a litre of water. You know, preferably filtered water. Distilled water, if you've got a distiller. If you've not, I really suggest getting one. They're amazing, and it'll say, if you're buying bottles of water from the shop here and there, if you actually invest in a distiller and start making your own fresh water, you'll save a lot of money in the long run, and you can keep your water in glass bottles, so that's always a benefit as well. So we've got a litre of water, and how many almond nuts? Well, that's a handful. About a handful and a half of almond nuts. And obviously you can add more or less or more water, and that's just going to change the consistency of the milk. So this is real raw, sweet almond milk. So I'll put the dates in, almonds are in there. I'm going to blend this now. You have to give this a little minute while it's blending. Obviously you're still going to see some bits floating about, the dates and that's fine. So here we've got the milk. Put that bit there. To get this jugger in so I can filter it back through the bag. Now you need to filter this milk. You are going to need a nut milk bag to do this, because if you was to drink it like that, it'd have too many bits and bobs in it, it won't be nice. So, the infamous nut milk bag, juice bag, as I keep telling you guys about. So, this goes through the bag quite easily, to be honest. You know, this is great, man, to get the kids on it. The kids love the milk, and what better way to get them drinking healthy stuff than getting them involved, making the milk. And you can add other stuff to this milk. You can put vanilla, nutmeg I like to put in there. Look at that, wow. This is the freshest milk you can get, you know. Unless you've got your mouth on a cow's tit, but we all know that stuff's not good for us no more. Well, I speak for myself on that one. I can only speak for myself and to myself, so, you know, if anyone doesn't agree with what I'm saying, that's fine. We've all got our different ways, but look at that. Amazing, and you can actually use this as a base for a smoothie. You know, like you put milk in a smoothie anyway. You know, if you just make your own fresh milk up first and do it, you will taste the difference. Or, you know, you can put this in cereal, make it with porridge, whatever. It's just about, you know, taking control of what we're putting in our body and not relying on other companies to make the milk for us, you know. You can buy the almonds cheap enough, soak them, blend them. And look, you can see, that's some rich, creamy, raw, organic almond milk. So if you liked it, let me know, share it, hit me up, man. Now, that is some good milk. I tell you, if we were giving this to kids in the nursery, they'd be loving that shit.